Welcome back to the podcast. Thank you for joining me. It's a Saturday afternoon, 7 p.m., and I'm recording a podcast because I felt inspired to do it. And I'm going to be talking to you today about being happy, being fulfilled, specifically about achieving goals and not being happy, not being fulfilled. So if you're someone who's not happy with your life, you're not fulfilled, and particularly if you're actually achieving the things you want. You wanted to have the career, you've got the career. You wanted to start a business, you got the business. You wanted to have the relationship, you got the relationship, or whatever it may be. And you're not happy. This is for you. This is going to help you understand the very fucking vicious cycle that a lot of people get into. And I would love for you not to get into that cycle, to allow you to live a life that you love and to be happy and to be fulfilled. So I hope you enjoy this podcast. If you don't already, guys, please subscribe. It helps the channel out tremendously. And also comment down below. Leave the video a like. It just helps me out so much, and I'm really grateful for you being able to do that. So, guys, let's get straight into the video. Let's rock and roll. So, firstly, please really understand and listen to this quote I'm about to say. Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. I'll say it again. Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. And it's the trap that a lot of us fall into. It's about our ego, and we think we need to have a car or a certain house or a certain body or a certain bank balance or a certain relationship or be certain people or parents or whatever the measuring stick is. We think we have to have certain things to be good enough, to be whole, to be quote unquote successful, when all of it is a mirage. We are sentient, beautiful, fulfilled, unlimited, abundant beings in who we are as individuals. You come from source, we come from source, we return to source, and we are literally gods in the flesh. We are so beautifully abundant and loving and whole, exactly the way that we are. And if you think that anything external makes up your worth, you are living in a very, very vicious world and perception on the world of what true value is and what true love and what true worth is. Nothing you achieve determines your worth. No bank balance, no car, no house, no status, no title is going to make you happy long term. You get the short dopamine hit, and we all know what that's like, all right, on our social media account. Like, you get the little short-term dopamine kick of hitting a goal, which is awesome, but it's not going to fill that void. It's a thirst that you will not quench if that's your strategy of trying to be actually happy and fulfilled by achieving external things. It doesn't work like that. So what I'm going to tie into and how to do that is how to actually solve that problem. So there's two things to be, quote, successful in life. Two things. It is the science of achievement and is the art of fulfillment. Two things. The science of achievement and the art of fulfillment. And notice I say science. Science is strategic. It's measurable. There's certain things you do and don't do fundamentally to achieve certain goals. Like money and wealth. If you do certain things, and obviously there's other factors that come into it, but you're probably going to be good with your wealth. If you always invest into yourself, you spend less than what you earn, and you invest the difference, and you increase your ability to earn income, you're probably going to be wealthy. They're good strategies. If you spend more than you earn, you live off credit cards, you buy things that don't appreciate in value, you're probably going to be broke and have struggle with your wealth. So there's fundamental laws or rules of how to be successful. It's a science. It's like health. Again, health, everyone's individual. Everyone has unique biochemistry and genetic factors, but fundamentally there's rules to be successful with your health. You eat organic, good, healthy foods. Don't eat McDonald's too often. Drink water, get good sleep, do some exercise. Like, it's pretty fundamental rules, and there's a science to it. So it's a lot easier for people to achieve goals. Not everyone's great at this. I'm still working on achieving my goals, but you can go learn it quite simply. You can go read a book. You can listen to a podcast like you are right now. You can do a mastermind. You can get a coach. You can there's like the tactics are there. Chat GPT. You can literally, it can give you answers in literally seconds to the science of achievement. But what most people fall short on is the second part. It's the art. And remember, I'm using these words specifically. Art. Art is individual. I'm not sure if you've ever been to like a art show or like a an art gallery, and you'll see this painting, and it looks like a child could do it. It looks like just random colors and shit all over it. And you see the price tag like $500,000 or $1 million, and you're like, holy shit, how the hell can someone see $1 million of value in something that I reckon I could do with like some paint and some brushes? And I'm obviously having a bit of fun because I get there's art and there's beauty to it, but some people literally find $1 million worth of value in that. That's beautiful. Because when it comes to art, it's individual. Fulfillment is individual. We all uniquely have things that fill our cups up. And I've got the strategy. I'm going to be telling you how to actually do that in this podcast. So when it comes to art and fulfillment, it's individual to you. Don't listen to other people of what you should do and have to do and ought to do. Do what you love. Do what you're inspired to do. I was saying at the start of the podcast, it's 7:20 p.m. on a Saturday night. My partner's away for the weekend, and I'm up here filming this podcast. I was literally asking myself, what should I do? What do I want to do? What am I inspired to do right now? And I'm like, you know what? I feel like filming a podcast. I'm inspired to come up here and shed some value and hopefully help one person and add some value to the world. I feel like doing that. I'm inspired to be here. I use this quote all the time. The need for motivation is a symptom of an uninspired goal. For people watching the camera, I'm just trying to fix the camera up because it's unfocused. But the need for motivation is a symptom of an uninspired goal. So if you need motivation to do things, then you're not doing what you're inspired to do. So this is where it comes to fulfillment. Do what you love. Do what lights you up. Yes, learn how to achieve goals because most people generally want to have a bit of money, security, have a roof over their head, have food to eat, etc. But if you're not happy, like I said at the start, success, achieving the goals without fulfillment is the ultimate failure because most people, they have a mirage. They think once they make $1 million, $5 million, $10 million, they'll be happy. And the scariest place is when you actually achieve it and you're still not fucking happy. That's the scariest part. So how do you actually do that? So where does this come from? So I've got a couple steps. I've got 3 steps and a 4th sort of bonus sort of summary step for it. First things first, you've got unhealed trauma. Why? Sorry, I'll take it one step back. So why do people struggle with the art of fulfillment so much? This is why. These are my answers to that question. Firstly, you've got unhealed trauma. Things that you haven't healed through that are changing the way that you view the world. You've been hurt, so you won't be vulnerable. So you won't have deep and intimacy with your relationship. You've been hurt with business, so you don't want to take risks or you don't want to follow business because you've got this past fear that you're perpetuating into the future. So you're reliving your old wounds and old traumas. So you're just reliving the same life. So you're not actually achieving and having the things that you want and being who you authentically are, which is the next couple of steps I'm going to get to. So make sure that you're always doing the inner healing work. I talk about this in a lot of my podcasts. Make sure you're doing the inner healing work. Have a coach, have a mentor, have a healer, have a therapist, whatever your style of modality is to heal. Make sure you're always healing through your past, and we all have work to do. No one's ever, quote, fully done. I've done a lot of healing. I still have more healing to do. Secondly, second part is you have limiting beliefs. Now, your limiting beliefs will be picked up. Some of them will be picked up through the traumatic events and experiences that we go through, the pain, the fear, the heartbreak, the overwhelm, the not good enough, the parents, the boyfriends, the girlfriends. Well, those painful experiences do influence our beliefs, but beliefs get picked up by the stories that we get told, the TV shows we watch, seeing our parents and how they operated, or our caregivers and how they live their life. We pick up these beliefs through osmosis and through just being around and immersed in the people that we grow up with. And beliefs can be things like, I'm happy when I have X amount of dollars. I have to have a certain car to be good enough. My worth is determined by my body and how I look. My worth is determined by how much money I have in the bank account. And you can see how all of these beliefs create that vicious cycle and hamster wheel that I was just referring to. So you want to be aware of what your limiting beliefs are, and that can be challenging. That's why it's very important to have a coach to do mirror work and hold up the mirror and challenge you and call you out on limiting beliefs, because there's a line that I really love. We challenge all of our beliefs, except for the beliefs we truly believe, those we never think to challenge. I don't know who says that. I've heard it a couple of times, but it's really powerful. I love it. I definitely didn't come up with that one, but it's a really cool quote. I'll say it again. We challenge all of our beliefs except for the beliefs we truly believe. those beliefs we never think to challenge. Because if you're so adamant that is the way that the world is, then you won't change. That's just how life is. That's how you're going to live life. So you got to make sure you're identifying that. Having a coach will help with that. Doing inner work will help with that. Healing will help with that. Doing programs, books, courses, meditation, all of that type of stuff will help with that. So do, again, I guess, further inner work. Third step, and I think this is arguably the most powerful one, is be your true, authentic self. For me, if you just do that, that's going to move the needle and actually solve this problem the most. How do you do that? Understand what your values, understand your purpose, understand your mission, understand your vision for your life. Now, I actually have a free training on that. Go to this podcast, episode 200. So I've got a podcast episode, which I've turned into a free training. It's public. You don't need to opt in for it. It's literally a live episode. I would recommend YouTube because there's a video and a PDF to download. It's completely free. Go do that. So you determine what your values are and live to them. Like I mentioned a couple of times, it's a Saturday night and I'm filming this because I want to, because I value coaching. Coaching is my highest value, so I do it all the time because I find it fulfilling. I find it meaningful. Like I could do other things like go out, party, go out and whatever. It's like I want to coach people. I want to help people. I'm mission driven. I love this. So go figure out your values. I've got a free training on that. Your light shines brightest when you let it shine freely. So being your true, unapologetic, authentic self is how you move the needle the most when it comes to being your true, authentic self and being happy and be fulfilled. So you're not so broke, all you have is money, or being so broke, all you have is money. I hope this helped, guys. I hope you got value from this. Or my last extra step, I kind of already said it, but if you think external things are going to determine your worth, you are chasing a mirage that you will never arrive to. If you got value from this, guys, I hope you did. Just to run through that quickly. Success without fulfillment is the ultimate failure. You want to master the science of achievement and the art of fulfillment. 3 steps: heal through your past traumas, rewrite those limiting beliefs, be your authentic self, find yourself a coach, find someone to work with. If you're interested in working with me, click on the link below for a free strategy call. If you got value from this, please share it with a friend, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you. I love you. Have a beautiful day. Thank you for being here. Have a great one. Speak to you soon. Bye.